win number 9 on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Prescott off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run with Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage Back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They convert. On 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Marshall. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Raiders pick it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. We just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Fresh set of downs here. Carr. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Time running out here on the play clock. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Prescott on first down. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wily? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. Through an opening, and there he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. And that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it with Marshall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This is Marshall. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Here's Carr to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. Now, 180. Hey, we got 4 now.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr going to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. That one goes for 36 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. That's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Prescott now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 18-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Carl try it again on 2nd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Play action now, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 47-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Marshall. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but look out. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On third down, that's Marshall. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw here. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Lynch looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Carr to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back him up 5. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
That almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Oakland, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.